So part 3? Yes, part 3 of King's Quest 3, Redux, to Heir is Human. Great progress yesterday. We were able to, by the end of the stream, we were able to defeat Manannan, shall we say, by turning him into a cat. He ate a cat cookie disguised in a bowl of porridge. And there he is, right over there.
Furry and furious, the wizard must contend with fleas and furballs.
I couldn't said it better myself regarding the fur balls. So that's the good news. Actually, I don't think we have bad news. That is good news. We did have to restart at one point because I think we ran out of... It seemed like there was some sort of 3 strikes you're out policy with Manannan, and I did too much putzing around early in the game, just trying to get, having fun and so forth. So we did have to restart, but that aside, we're in a good spot now. I think we did have all the spells.
You never should have insisted.
Yeah, we were able to make all the spells. So I think now, if the original game is any indication, at this point we would now try to head back home towards Daventry now that we are quote-unquote free. So yeah, we'll just try to do that. I don't know, right, how much this Redux version may differ, but I'm assuming the general plot will be there. There's always fun. You just have to find out how to locate an inkle. All right, so with all that said, let's resume our timer. And we can't pick up Manannan.
You've had enough to do with that creature.
Yeah, we also talked to him as well, as I recall. Actually, now that he's got, can we take the beverages?
Pour the bottles in a bowl, swirl and swallow it down whole. Let the contents slosh and roll. Feel the liquid warm your soul.
Don't mind if I do.
Pour the bottle. Pour the...
Oh, all right. Well, it doesn't look like we can take any of that. And we can't get the bowl here where he ate the porridge. Right?
This is the dining.
Yeah, it's not an item. Okay. All right. I think... Let's try moving up the game speed a bit. Now that I don't think the in-game timer should matter so much, so I think we can afford to increase the game speed. So let's get all of our items. Now, if the game is really impressive and cool, I think we should see, or I would expect to see, we wouldn't see anything highlighted in glowing blue, but I don't know if it's sophisticated. It's not. Everything's still glowing in blue, even though that doesn't really have an impact. So it was glowing in blue, right, because that was a forbidden magic item or an item we got off of the mountain in the village of Ludor, but it doesn't seem as much. Okay, so the one thing, we do need to pick up the wand, just why not, in the study. The other thing I'm thinking of now, thinking back to the original game, I remember we sailed across the sea, and there were various spots on the ship, or locations, and then I guess we got to some other beach area, and then over a mountain. Anyway, I think the magic map was important, especially because we evaded like a Yeti or whatever by using the magic map. Now, in this game, though, I've not found the magic map, but before we go, I want to take... It could be really important, and I do want to avoid a Walking Dead. And so now, since we have like freedom, the ability to fully explore, without Manannan hovering down our necks, I do want to see if take one last look here to make sure we didn't miss it.
You'd rather sleep on a bed of nails.
It does seem like I can obviously we've seen they've added content. I'd be surprised if they removed content though. That just seems weird for them to remove things.
Your breath smells fine. You have excellent eyesight. Besides, they wouldn't suit you. The wizard's personal thoughts are a recipe for guaranteed boredom.
You'd think that would be important, actually.
Perhaps in a few years, when you've worn out that soft down presently posing as stubble.
As a stubble.
So far, you're allergy-free. Write about your journey after you've gotten where you're going. Old habits die hard, don't they?
Can't take out his chamber pot?
You'd rather sleep on a bed of nails.
Nails.
No need to snuff it. It's not lit.
And we still can't open up that drawer below there.
You search the linen gown. You search the linen gown. You don't find anything interesting.
Nothing.
You search You search the pockets of the black cloak. You don't find anything interesting.
I will say this narrator does like tend to really like enunciate. He really like every word. He really like makes sure he pronounces it fully.
You search the linen gown. You don't find anything interesting.
Gown.
You search the linen. You don't look good wearing peaked hats. You don't look. You search.
Oh.
You search the top of the closet. You don't find anything interesting.
That's a hot spot.
The back of the wizard's closet is too dark to see clearly.
Oh. Can we get a light there?
You search the top.
No.
You search behind the clothes hanging in the wizard's closet. You're startled to discover an ancient parchment scroll. Its ink has faded, but it seems to be a map. Taking this treasure, you leave everything else exactly as it was.
Okay, I'm glad we got the map, obviously. But A, didn't obviously help us probably here. Would have helped us most of all.
You're
B,
so good at this.
whoever saw, like, the void is a hotspot. Wow. The void is a hotspot. Imagine that.
The magic map's faded ink has brightened in certain spots, depicting locations at Ludor.
Ludor. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Actually, let's see what...
You can't use your map here.
I can't? Oh, can you only use it outside? Well, is there anything else we missed here? Let's see.
You search behind the clothes hanging in the wizard's closet. You don't find anything interesting. You search the top of the closet. You don't find anything interesting.
A phrase that spies would use to identify each other? Does anyone remember in the original game where the map... I think the map was in the wizard's bedroom. Does anyone remember specifically where you find it? Was it maybe in one of these drawers on the side thing here?
You don't like the taste of insects. Even you don't have a... Perhaps your predecessors would not approve. Perhaps... Mananan must have thrown away his wand repair kit. It's no good to you.
The void is a hotspot.
You haven't time to sort through the wizard's private correspondence.
All I have now is time, fortunately. Yeah, you can't... You can't use the bottom drawer. Or this bottom drawer either.
Your hands are grubby enough. No need to...
Okay. So I guess that's it. It was in... Okay, it was in the closet in one of the robes, not behind the robes. Man, that's rough. Okay. Alright, so I think all we need then is the wand. Well, I don't know if we need it, but it wouldn't hurt to have it in our inventory. Better safe than sorry, am I right? Okay, key.
You unlock the... Inside.
Okay. And...
You open the desk's only...
Oh, right, there's nothing in there. Okay. I mean, nor could we get, like, the papers on top of that for whatever reason. Okay, so let's save here. I guess we can call this the map save. I guess we can replace anything from the last playthrough. Alright, so at the very least we can use it once to get off this accursed mountain. Is this it?
You pull out your magic map.
Oh, okay. So this is very different than the map in the original game, which was more of like a quadrant-based thing. So it looks like we have that. We can go to the tree house, Three Bears house, the village, spider cave, or the mountain. Oh, okay. That's the Medusa cave. You can't go to the desert. Or back there. All right. I do want to try one thing. So if we go to...
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Okay, so they did take that from King's Quest VI. Nice. So I'm curious if we go back.
You pull out.
If we go back to the castle. Now in the original game, I think like they only took you to the base of the mountain. You couldn't actually go directly to the top. Does this
You
take
feel a string.
Oh, okay, so it's similar. They don't take you all the way. Okay. Still, we probably could have saved a ton of time and maybe saved ourselves a full trip if we had done it. If we had had the map to begin with. Oh well. All right. So let's see if the see if the ship is here. It is.
A large ship is tied to the dock. A weathered dock leads into the ocean. The port town extends an offer to passing ships.
What are you offering?
A large ship.
A large ship. Now, I think in the replay, we didn't even go to the end of the dock to see the fishermen or whatever. But, so I suppose we could do that now as well.
The seaman guarding the ship eyes you shiftily.
I like to shiftily eye things.
A large ship is tied to the dock. The gangplank connects deck to dock.
Deck to dock. Deck to dock. Just want to go to the end of here just to see if we can... Oh, he does have an eye patch. Oh, no fisherman.
A large ship is tied to the dock. A large...
Alright, let's talk to him.
You politely speak to the sailor on the dock. He growls at you in response.
Quit your yabbering, boy. I ain't got no time for you. I gotta keep trespassers away from this here jolly boat. Scram!
Okay, it didn't really sound like growling.
Insistently, you speak to the guard again. He seems displeased as he snarls at you.
I'm warning you, boy. I got a tricky sword hand. Better go away before I can't stop myself.
Okay, this would be a great death to see. I don't know. I don't think there was a corresponding death like this in the OG game, so I am curious to see if this is a thing. Ship.
That's it. I warned you to quit hanging around.
Oh, jeez. Nice. Wow.
The seaman draws his sharp cutlass and runs you clean through. You drop to the dock, dead.
Dead.
The seaman was just doing his job.
You never should have insisted.
Da, 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 da. That's definitely a lot more graphic and bloody than you tend to see in any official King's Quest game, certainly. Alright, it was a good one. Alright, so at least in the original game we could find them drinking in a tavern, I believe. The rest of the crew. Or at least the captain. Yeah, here they are. What would you do for a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Winch, come over here with more rum.
The winch. In RPGs, you're a murder hobo. In an adventure game, everyone else is.
A loud bunch of seafarers swap yarns between swills of rum. It would seem they're getting ready to set sail.
What adventure?
The sailors peer at you through bleary eyes and continue swilling their rum.
I'd like to
One
swill.
who looks like the captain pauses and drunkenly speaks to you.
Aye, me bucko. Be ye wanting passage on me ship? What you running from? Oh, it's no matter, as long as you got gold. Let me see how much you got.
Oh, okay. Well, we did just save. How much do we have? I think like 8 pieces, maybe? Like gold pieces?
The purse contains
Yes.
some gold coins.
8 gold coins, to be precise.
As you bring out the purse, the captain snatches it from your hand.
Aye, lad, I sees you do have a wee bit of gold. It's less than me regular fare, but I'll give you passage anyways. We'll be waiting for you at the wharf, but not for long.
The captain
Done.
and his men down their rum in one long draft, then leave the tavern.
Oh, okay. I got us a few points. And shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Shall we say goodbye to the
You
wench?
have nothing else to say to the barmaid at the moment.
No, we have nothing to say. So I think I remember I did try to get a death by just getting abandoned here without leaving them, but I don't know how long that would take to happen. We could just try sleeping through it. That'd be one way to get that death. It'd be going to an awful lot of trouble to get it, but is it worth seeing? I guess it could be worth seeing. All right, let's do another save. What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? Lock and up, Martin. All right, so this could be. All right, let's see if we can get this.
You can't use your map here. Oh. You don't want people to become suspicious of you.
But I do want them to become suspicious of me. And that is very much the point.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
So I wonder how long they would wait for us, like 10 minutes maybe? So if we head back to our room and sleep, let's see what happens. So hopefully we can sleep through it and get notified that they've gone. Okay, which cat do we think this one is?
You'll get what's coming to you, Gwydion. I used to be his favorite.
So that's not Mananan, that's the normal cat, the cat that has no name. They look identical.
You don't plan on spending another day in this house.
Oh.
Your future lies elsewhere.
All right, so if we actually have to wait real time to get this, okay, then it's probably not worth it to get that death. I don't want to actually just wait around.
Hey, the captain said you'd be coming along. Get on board.
Thank you.
Nothing like a little bit of salt air to perk up a boy's spirits. You feel excited about the upcoming journey.
Huzzah.
Ahoy there, me lad. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Captain Bloodlet. I'll
What?
be your host for this year voyage.
Bloodlet, did you say?
Or what you'll be remembering of it.
Oh boy.
Pretty flag, ain't it?
You're pirates?
Afraid so.
Pirates?
We'll be showing you to your quarters now.
So monotone in voice. Your pirates?
Set course for the island.
Aye, Captain.
Which island, pray tell? Alright, we're in the hold below deck. We got another couple points. We're in the hold.
Cautiously, you look around the dank cargo hold. Among stacks of wooden crates, a rope ladder dangles partway through an opening above.
An opening above.
The ladder hangs directly over the largest crate. This crate lies beneath the ladder. The opening leads onto the deck above. The mast extends into the floor of the hold. This is part of the ship's steering mechanism.
Is it?
Cautiously, you look. Cautiously.
Cautiously.
Stacks of wooden crates sit around the hold.
Alright, so before we go there, so I think they did. Yeah, they cleared out. Our entire inventory is now gone. It's all good. They are mighty pirates, yes, TM. Absolutely.
Looking warily around the dank cargo hold, you see nothing but wooden crates piled about.
Well, here's a wooden crate not piled about.
This small box looks manageable. Most of these crates are too large to lift. There's an open grating above you.
A grating, you say?
The masts extend into the floor of the hold.
Hold.
You can't use that item there.
No, we cannot. But we can carry it over. Okay, so I guess the idea was this was, I guess we didn't try it. Hang on, can we just put it anywhere?
You can't use...
No.
You can't...
I can't use it anywhere.
You can't...
Can I use it here?
You can't... You've
got to be kidding me.
You can't... You can...
Wait, what is it? I can only drop it by where I got it. Let's see what that did say. Hang on.
It's just out of reach. It's too high to climb onto.
I see.
You're not interested in what's inside those crates, and they're too heavy to move.
Okay. So can we put it here? Yes. Well, it's not close enough. Aha. How about now? There we go. Oh, he immediately just goes up the ladder. Okay. We'll take it. Alright, so now we're in the sort of... If that was the hold, what would we... Actually, well, what does he call this? Main level? Mezzanine?
Sitting adjacent to the captain's quarters, this room houses the controls for the ship's rudder. A rope ladder extends from an opening above.
Alright, so I guess we'll call it rudder controls. Rudder control. Do 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 do. Okay, 157. Alright.
Sitting adjacent to the captain, beyond the porthole, the ocean rises and falls, rises and falls, rises and falls.
But does it also rise and fall?
Sitting adjacent to the ladder connects this deck to the main deck and hold. The ladder a device for turning the ship's rudder is set into the floor. The captain keeps a lamp by his bedside.
I see.
The captain's bunk is neatly made.
Oh, how about that?
The rug adds a touch of hominess to the captain's quarters.
Hominess.
The chest near the captain's bunk is closed.
Big Red, I do believe it rises and falls, rises and falls, rises and falls, rises and falls.
It's a feather duster, similar to the one you use to clean up the wizard's study.
Really?
The chart traces the ship's route. You don't recognize the continents except the one you've just left. The desktop is highly organized, with quills arranged in order of feather size.
And this guy's starting to turn out to be a little bit of an OCD captain, isn't he?
The desktop. The captain dutifully makes an entry in his log. The shelves contain the captain's mini journals, a complete record of his crew's plunders and pillages.
Gotta love the plunders and the pillages.
Through the doorway, you see endless ocean. The shelves contain the rug at...
Another touch of hominess, I dare say.
This might not be the best place to leave your mark.
Or it could just be the best place to do so. Alright, let's try to take a death if we can. Or does he just... I think in the original game he already just banished us back to the hold.
Don't ruin this writer's work.
Can we just walk in and say hello?
What are you doing here? Stay put until we get ashore.
It is weird that they didn't, like, restrain us. Interesting. Okay, so let's head over here to the right.
This is where the lifeboats are stored. Doorways open at either end of the compartment. After careful scrutiny, you determine that the lifeboat is both empty and uninteresting.
Oh.
It's too dark to see below, but you know exactly what's down there anyway.
Yeah, not much of anything except for crates.
This is where the A pair of oars crisscross one wall in this section of the ship.
Crisscross.
The oars would be useful if you were in a rowboat.
We'll take the rowboat and put it in my purse.
You don't need a lifeboat. The ship's not sinking.
Not yet.
They're too attached to the ship.
Okay.
This is where the rows of hard, uninviting bunks line the walls of the crew's quarters. The masts run through both ceiling and floor.
What about the pillows?
Rows of... The beds look incredibly hard and uncomfortable. No thank you.
Do it. Do it. It's better than the wooden floor you were lying on. Or probably. Assuming they don't have bed bugs, that is. I don't know. Do we think bed bugs would have been in place aboard a ship in this general era of seamanship? Uh-oh.
We're nearing the island, Captain. Orders?
As soon as we drop anchor, we'll head for shore. The treasure's assuredly still there, waiting for me. Us.
Do you think the map is accurate?
No reason to think otherwise. The last captain of the ship insisted the map was genuine. 'Twas the last thing he said before I ran him through.
What about our new passenger? You think he's up to the task?
I do.
Are ye questioning me judgment?
No, Captain. It's just that we can't be knowing if we can trust him.
You be thinking to make a run for it? Fat chance of that. It's a dangerous journey to the center of the island. Even if he made it that far, there's an impassable cliff face on the other side with a sheer drop to the ocean below. And if by some slim chance he managed to climb down, it's a mighty long swim to nearest land. And then there's the sharks.
I guess he doesn't have much of a choice. Do you think there'll be traps on the island, Captain?
Well, of course there be traps, you empty-headed sea urchin. The treasure was buried in the days when those wizard characters used to run things. 1,000 years ago, so it be told. The pirate captain to whom the treasure belonged was something of a magician himself. Who knows what deadly devices were conjured up? Well, don't just stand there. Go get him.
Aye, Captain.
Yep, we're gonna... Wait. Oh, we're going back down. Wow.
A few hours later.
Huh.
Take this parchment. It's got a lot of silly scribbling on it, but it gives you the best route through that jungle. Now get in there and find that treasure.
And try not to get killed.
Aye, it's a lot of trouble finding someone who won't be missed, and who's foolish enough to set foot on my ship.
Huh. Wow, so this is completely different than the original game. So let's for sure save.
What's up with that?
I'm not sure. We'll find out. We're going to be going on a treasure hunt. Before we do that, though, I do want to restore to the prior one and see what happens if we go up. Okay, so it still has the rest of the ship, so it does feel like we're going to be looking still at this area. Maybe we go back to the ship? I don't know.
This is the upper deck of the pirate ship. A ladder leads to a hatchway. The bright sun shines from a deep, cloudless blue. The sails have been fastened securely with knots you cannot name. The doorway to the galley gives way to darkness. The shields were likely stolen from other conquered vessels. The solid mast sways slightly. The solid mast sways. Deep blue water reaches endlessly in every direction. Deep blue.
Deep blue.
This is the upper deck of a small ladder leads to a lower part of the main deck.
Okay, take a look. Oh wow, there's not even a chef in here. Or a cook.
The wooden dining table has seen better days. The remains of many meals are lodged between the stained oaken planks, and its top is deeply gouged.
Gouged.
The ship's galley houses a large iron stove surrounded by many pots, pans, and barrels. A long table occupies most of the floor space. It's an old wood stove. The barrel is full of rum.
Rum, you say?
These filthy pots and pans are used to cook the pirates' meals. Poor devils. These filthy... The ship's galley houses... You like your fingers undercooked. Save your celebrations for when you're free again. You like... With all the gunk on it, you wonder if it's ever been washed. You have better things to do than sit around waiting for a meal that will never come.
So yeah, where is the crew? They weren't sleeping. Are they on the other side of this here thingamajig? We'll go 4. Yeah, there's like barren.
The 4 of the main deck opens to reveal the deck beneath it. The vessel's foremost section spearheads towards its destination. The ladder leads up to an upper part of the main deck.
I guess we could try to find the crow's necks. Why not? Oh, well, and we can get that death too. Why not?
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but the captain was none too pleased about the commotion you caused and had you immediately tossed back into the hole.
Oh, that's not a death. Huh. Interesting. Definitely looks like a fall that height. Well, maybe it wouldn't kill us, but it'd be close. Close. Can we go up? Scurry on up there. Nice.
Holding tight, you look up to the crow's nest. An ominous Jolly Roger blows in the breeze. From this vantage point, you cannot see into the crow's nest. You hear loud snoring from within.
Oh, really?
The ominous Jolly Roger flutters about wildly in the salty ocean breeze. The mast dominates your view. Though sturdy, it sways with the pitching vessel. The mast dominates. The rope ladder looks flimsy. The mast
dominates my view.
Holding tight. You don't want the job of lookout.
Oh, yes, I do.
A burly pirate has noticed you from inside the crow's nest. Before you can react, he yells, "You're dead meat, bucko," and slashes at you with his sword. He misses, barely.
So we woke him up. Let's see if he can actually hit us.
A burly pirate has noticed you from inside the crow's nest. Before you can react, he yells, "You're dead meat, bucko," and slashes at you with his sword. He misses, but you lose your balance. Down you tumble to your death.
Alright, so we got Ida.
What some people will do for the view.
Gotta love the view. Oh, whoops. Actually, this is fine, I guess. It didn't look like there was anything we could do on the ship.
You are standing on the beach of this island. The sound of the waves would comfort you, were it not the only thing you've been listening to through the hull. It's the small rowboat which brought you here. The pirate ship sits like a bloated whale, waiting to swallow you again. It would seem this island has no shortage of vegetation. A cliff rises further inland. Small rocks litter the beach. You are standing... The pirate looks more into skewering than humoring. The captain's first mate eyes you shiftily.
So,
What are you looking at? Get going.
so there was like a crew of 3 or so. Okay, so they did give us a couple items. We got the map and a shovel.
The shovel seems to be quite average, with an iron scoop and a long wooden handle. The old map you obtained from the pirate captain is worn and fragile. It may very well be centuries old. The chart maps out Treasure Island.
Ooh, Treasure Island. We're gonna see Blackbeard along the way. Or no, Long John Silver. Okay. Whoops.
The chart.
So it looks like there's some bridge over a lake or a pond. We've got some archway with rocks and another puddle. Okay, we got a big tree. X marks the spot. Palm trees along the coast. Okay. Let's talk to our companions.
Quit your prattling. Get in there and find me that treasure. Ahem. I mean, find us that treasure, of course.
Of course, of course.
You heard that, Captain. Get moving. Unless you want a lump on your rump to match the one on your head instead.
Ooh, a lump on me rump.
You heard that, Captain.
Quit your prattle, Dave. Quit, Dave.
Okay. Is there no way he can run us through and get a death?
He's armed, you're not.
Take his sword.
He's armed. You doubt he'd want to cut a rug with you.
You cut a rug? What, like to go dancing?
Though it would leave you stranded, you'd dearly love it to shove off without you. It's too far, thank goodness. There isn't much on this beach that will help you. Best to press on.
Best. Can we get a swimming death?
You don't think it's a good idea to swim out of here with the pirates watching.
Too bad. Oh, okay. The waves. Do.
You don't think it's a...
Go in the boat quickly.
Though it would leave you...
All right. Doesn't look like we, despite our best efforts, doesn't look like we can get a death here. That's too bad. Ooh.
A serene natural corridor leads you from the beach to the inner island. Spread across the island is a variety of unspoilt flora.
Unspoilt.
Spread across the...
Cruise control.
Spread across... Spread across...
Unspoilt flora and or fauna. Okay, so here's the bridge. Whoa. Magic is afoot. Interesting. Definitely get a save here. Can replace this one just because it's annoying me that doesn't have a timestamp. Alright, 157.
Until recently, you thought you knew what depth meant. In this area, a chasm has necessitated the construction of a peculiar bridge. Who built it and why remains an enigma. As far as you can tell, this is an ordinary bridge. If you excuse the pivot in the middle, the latches on the ends, and its propensity to tilt completely either way. You see an old marble pillar near the chasm. How you wish you'd been allowed to fall out of trees when you were a child.
Hey, fine, Ozzy.
A weight has appeared. It hovers in the air above the bridge. How you wish. It's a beautiful view, but you can't have anything to do with it.
I mean, I can, but...
There's a lever attached to the bridge.
A lever?
As far as you can tell, the pillar is unmovable.
Pull the lever.
You can't reach the lever.
Alright, well, let's just walk across and see if we can get a fun death. And also what we're dealing with? Well...
You'll soon see for yourself whether the world is flat.
Wow, we were slung-shot out of existence. Catapulted, one might say. Okay. Can we use the, Actually, first of all, can we just walk off into the... fall into the chasm? Yes, we can.
That's the third dimension for you.
Bomb, bomb. Okay. Like, rotating through all the falls.
The pillar is unmovable.
Alright, so what about... Actually...
You examine the treasure map and read the writing scrawled upon it.
There's writing?
Through all of life's long, lonely walks, or skips, runs, or trips, true balances are keenly sought. Take heed to avoid tips. A tasteful trio, all distinct, are ways to find new density. Their traits, most heavy, norm, and light, will weigh against longevity.
Alright, so we have to do something with the weights, but that are invisible and on the other side?
I don't see how I might.
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
You see a bottle containing some strange liquid. You see a bottle.
3 bottles.
You see a...
Drink the bottle. Oh, do we have to replace them?
You can't...
Place it here?
You can't...
As a countermeasure? Oh, no, we're drinking them. Oh, so we have to drink the corresponding liquid.
The bottle contains some strange liquid. Feels about right for its size. The bottle contains some strange liquid. You can hardly tell you're carrying it.
Got it, okay.
The bottle contains some strange liquid. It seems to weigh you down more than anything else you've carried.
Yeah, so you have to have the corresponding counterweight. So this one looks like the smallest one probably, so it'd be the light one. But, just so we can see the depth, we do want to see a tipping issue where we're heavier than the weight. So just re-drink the heavy one. Yeah. Good night.
It's time to take your weight problem seriously.
All right. I did just want to see the inverse death, if you will. All right. So it looks shockingly straightforward, but we could be wrong.
You exact through all of life's
327.
Ah.
Backing on a few pounds. Now we still are gonna have to. We're still gonna have to account for the lever though in some way. So that'll be interesting. Okay, this one is the just right one. Okay, let's save here. Curious what happens with this lever situation. Pull the lever, push the lever, cancel. Let's cancel. So if we just walk, are the clamps gonna come up and then we're gonna fall? Well, actually the clamp's already up. Are we just gonna fall to the side? Let's just see. New death. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Somewhat predictable.
Here, gravity is a constant.
But it was still technically a different depth, right? Because that time we fell on the right side of the bridge rather than get catapulted. As happens. Alright, so let's see if we pull or push. So I think we're going to want to maybe pull. So it'll tilt that way and then, yeah, I think...
You're fairly certain the bottom is beyond arm's reach.
I'm going to try pull.
You pull the lever. The braces on the side where you came from snap back into place.
Oh. Well, no, that's not good. We did want to push that these braces are the ones. And push it.
You push the lever. The braces on the other side snap into place.
Now, if they're both going to stay... Okay, well, that's... Can we just walk across? This might tilt down, but as long as we're fast enough, it'd be okay. No.
Even here, gravity is a constant.
All right, I deserve that death. My God. It was bad. Well, I thought it was kind of like locking it, but I guess it's only on the top, not the bottom. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we do want to pull.
You pull.
So this way it can't tip up. Oh, I like how we just like walked over air. All right. Do we get points for crossing? Yes. But only when we get to the next screen. All right, so that was 4 points. Let's see, 59, yeah. Okay. So this is kind of almost like a bog, I would think. I'm not sure how we'll see how they describe it.
You have entered a swamp.
Oh, swamp.
A sickly stream of water runs through here, preventing your passage further inland.
Oh man, these are different colors. That's gonna be bad news.
The stained stretch of swamp water is broken by numerous glowing stones. The stone emits a gentle blue light. Purple energy surrounds this stone. The stone pulsates a healthy green.
Healthy green.
The stone is giving off a reddish hue.
Okay, so you can get the color even when it's not actively glowing that color.
The stone seems to radiate gold. The stone permeates purity.
Oh, meaning it doesn't. It's no color at all.
The stone is.
Okay.
The path continues on the far side of the stench-ridden swamp. You have entered a swamp. The path continues beyond the swampy stream.
All right. Well, we probably have to look at the map again, but let's just see what a fun death looks like. Just walk into the swamp. Oh, you can't. So you just have to choose a stone. Blue, red. Okay, there we go.
Maybe the map should be color-coded.
Maybe. Alright, let's take a look at the map.
Begin you shall across the sea, its clear hue like the sky.
Oh yeah, blue.
To find yourself on endless sand, like blood, and yet bone dry.
Red.
And then to luscious fields of wheat,
Gold.
a wide expanse of crops, through waving grasses growing tall,
Green.
and brushing across their tops. High over snowy mountain pass, your journey's near the end.
White.
Step last onto the well-tilled earth,
Brown.
where wounded feet may mend.
May, emphasis on. Alright, let's write this down in our notes. So, swamp rocks. So we have... That's funny that I just randomly stepped on the two first ones that were right. Green, I think white, and then brown.
The stone...
So these maintain the same thing?
The stone...
Yep. Alright, I saw this one was gold. Alright, now we need green. Is it this one? Oh no, could be this one. Which one is this? Yellow. So now we need white.
This stone glows a soft orange.
Oh, there's orange too?
The stone...
Oh, purity, white. But we're no closer to getting across here.
The stone... Purple energy. The stone...
So we probably just went in the wrong direction. Okay, that also started with... Wait, is there another blue here?
The stone...
Cool.
The stone emit...
So blue, is this...
Purple...
Is there another red?
The stone...
Ah, so we could have gone blue-red. Can we go back? Yes. Red. And that's white. So gold.
The stone...
Yeah.
Purple... The stone...
That's green, okay. Now we need green.
The stone... The stained... The stone... Purple in... The stained... This stone flashes gray and brown.
Gray and brown, interesting.
The stone...
Can we jump over that one?
You can't jump that
No.
far.
We cannot. Interesting. So red, or no, blue-red. There's a red here, a red there. What? It's this one.
The stone...
Gold. Is there a green?
The stone... The stone... The stone...
Ah, we can get to that one. Okay. So blue, red, and this is green.
The stone...
Yeah. Okay. Now we need white.
The stone... The stone... This stone... The stone...
Oh, purity. Is that white? Yeah. Now we need brown. Now, this is gray and brown, but hopefully it works. Alright, so now does it reset? Do we just do red again? Let's see.
Purple in... The stain... The stone... The stone...
Uh-oh.
The stone... The stone... The...
Can we jump over here on the side?
You have a sense that this water isn't the cleanest, and the stones don't appear safe enough for handstands.
Too bad. Oh, that's purple, right?
Purple in...
Yeah. Huh. So we made it to a brown. Actually, what we should see is there brown at the end? We should do this in reverse, really.
Purple... This stone...
Okay, so we need to go brown. Where's white?
The stone...
Okay, so brown, white. We need a green from here.
The stone... The stone...
There's the green. And then white. Wait, no, gold.
The stone...
Okay, so then you get gold. Is there a red?
The stone... The stone...
Yeah, and then blue. Okay, so we need blue. Okay, so you just have to do 2 cycles of it. So then green here. Then white and brown. Oh, shit. I made a mistake. Oh, well.
Maybe the map should be
Color-coded.
color-coded.
Oh, well.
Purple... The...
Red. Gold.
The stone... The...
We need green is here?
The stone...
No.
This... The stone... The stone...
Oh, shoot. I already made a mistake, huh? I did, yeah. Blue.
The stone...
Red.
The stone...
Gold. Then we need green.
The stone...
White.
The stone... The...
This was the gray brown. Okay, so let's save here. That's like halfway. Still better than the Bard, indeed. Alright, so now we need blue, which I think is this one.
The stone...
Red.
The stone...
Gold. Green?
The stone...
No.
The... St
Can we just jump there? Probably not. Which one was the... which one was this?
This stone...
Well, that's gray and brown.
The stone...
White.
The stone...
So should I be able to just do white, gray, brown here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good, good. Okay. Oops. Hey, Kara. Bum, 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 bum.
You're so good at this.
I should have gotten it. I should have gotten it the first time though. That was that was a bad death. I didn't look closely enough at the thing. All right. What should we call this? A clearing? Oh no, it's the archway. Okay.
Here the path ends. Other than an unusual stone structure, there's nothing to suggest the presence of an abandoned stash. Perhaps the pirates were wrong.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
A starkly angled stone arch stands alone in the clearing.
Ah,
it has
yes, it is
vaguely
clear.
familiar markings, and you gather it has been here for more years than you've learned to count.
So it looks like we're gonna have to put the stones in these slots or something.
It's a sort of stone tile with something engraved on one side. Here the path... The land rises at the edge of this clearing. A smattering of rocks keeps your toes wary.
These look like big lettuce leaves, don't they?
Strange ferns grow in this area. In other words, they fit right in.
Don't they, though? Don't they just? Alright, well, let's try to get a death. I assume if we walk through this without doing anything, we'll die. Let's see. Oh, we disappear. What? What is this coin thing?
And to think, you could have been a hero.
Could we have done something there? That was strange. 376 out of... Oh wait, this is Quest for Glory 2. we teleported to their other game, their other remake. Wow. Okay. No wonder. Okay, so I think that was like probably my guess is that was the cat, sort of hourglass like icon of Quest for Glory 2. That's the nameless hero over here. All right, so it's some sort of teleportation device. All right, let's take a look at the map.
What's in a name save for its sounds? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Seren's Gate.
Seren's Gate. What's in a name save for its sounds? Oh, is this going to be an audio puzzle? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved. Okay. Let's pick up some tiles.
You take the stone plaque off the ground.
Let's actually just pick them all up and then examine them. So there are 5. Is this one here too? It is, yeah, wow. That kind of blended it in a little bit with the grass. Oh, they all stack.
You're carrying tiles with inscriptions of animals on them. You feel a tingling sensation as you run your fingers over the plaques. They may be magical.
Emphasis on may.
There are plenty of other ways to dig your own grave.
By the way, can we just dig anywhere? That'd be fun.
There's no point in digging for treasure unless you know its exact location.
Treasure. All right. Can we just... Does he do it automatically? In the right spots? Or I'm sure there's a puzzle here somewhere. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have an owl, a newt. Oh, they're labeled. Owl, newt, spider, a rabbit, and antelope. Was it from... I think it was small to large, maybe? Is that left to right or what? We don't know. So my guess is the spider's the smallest. Okay, so the shape doesn't matter. Then the newt. Rabbit or owl? Probably owl. Might be close though. Then the rabbit. And the antelope. Hang on. Consult this again.
What's in a name save for its sounds? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Seren's Gate.
Oh, that's right. It has more to do with the sounds it makes. They lie close by. So, I mean, the tiles lie close by literally, but is there another... Could there be another meaning? And newt! Let's just see. I'm assuming this just, if it's wrong, which it probably is, it'll take us also to Quest for Glory 2. Yeah. Okay.
Bad move, Effendi.
Nothing. Oh, so it was a slightly different death message. Interesting. I'm glad to see we had 376 out of 500, though.
You take the stone plaque.
Oh, wait. There's more than 5. Is that one, too? It is. So there are 6, but only 5 slots. Alright, well, we definitely should save after we pick them all off. Also, can we walk to that tree?
Not the most useful items you've had the privilege to carry. You did not survive nearly 2 decades with a maniacal wizard just to grab at everything you see.
Oh, yes, I did. So one of these isn't going to even belong? Oh my gosh. So what's this? Oh, the 6th one is a bat.
What's in a name save for its sounds? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Seren's Gate.
Okay, what's in a name save for its sounds? Do we just omit the one that doesn't make noise? Like, I don't know, a spider? You'd think you'd have to put it in some sort of order, though. Maybe don't overthink it. I'm sure spiders I'm sure spiders technically make noise. Perhaps just not audible to humans because it's like weaving webs and such. Bum, bum, bum. And newt. Although antelopes, what noise would you say an antelope makes? Even rabbits don't make that much noise. Now, bats are, of course, famously blind. Actually, maybe it's all of them that don't make noise. So maybe the owl is the one we... I mean, bats, I guess, kind of shriek. Maybe we exclude the owl as much as that pains me to do it for Cedric. Insulation tape. Okay. Rabbits scream. Probably when you get your teeth on them, Drafarin, eating those poor rabbits. We can't examine these particular slots, though. Interesting. Huh. Now, I guess by default we didn't include the bat last time. Ooh, boy. There's no intel here on, like, to suggest what would go where, really. Both small and great. I don't know. I'm gonna exclude the owl on instinct also because it's a King's Quest game and King's Quest fans love to dump on unfairly, I might add, dump on Cedric. This might be bad though. Yes, it was. So we don't really get any. There's no real feedback as to whether.
You would have preferred a trial by fire.
Mm-hmm. Waka Waka. Of course, that's the the subtitle of the Quest for Glory 2. Are there more tiles?
Not the...
Oh, there is. There's one there too. My God.
You did not... You did...
I did not survive. So there's 7 tiles. At least. Lest my eyes be cheated by another spell.
You did not...
We have an elephant. Are they spawning a new tile every time we die and restore? No, they trumpet quite loudly. So maybe we leave out the rabbit and the... Alright. This is probably going to be wrong too, but... You can't examine these independently.
A starkly angled stone arch stands alone in the clearing. It has vaguely familiar markings, and you gather it has been here for more years than you've learned to count. What's in a name save for its sounds? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Saren's gate.
So maybe it's not the sound the animal makes, but the sound of its name? What's in a name save for its sounds? Owl, bat. Are they could they be vowels, like the 5 vowels? Antelope, owl, bat, elephant. Oh, maybe they all start with vowels except for rabbit and something. Bat. No, that's spider. That doesn't work. And newt. Oh, right. It's not even lizard. It's newt. You. Spider. Actually, hang on. Where's the owl? Alright, this will be another death, but I just want to... Oh, he's carrying something there. Oh, damn, he didn't throw it.
And to think, you could have been a hero.
Are we getting feedback there in these deaths, or maybe I just missed that he had that fireball or whatever it was. Out of curiosity, by the way, can we walk back? I assume so. Not sure what the point of that is, but we can do it. Man, can you imagine if there were more tiles to pick up along the way? Can we speak to this thing?
Probably not safe or sensible. You gotta get out of this place if it's the last thing you ever do.
Oh, okay. So I never paid attention to him at the start, so he did have... Thank you, Kat. Hey, welcome, Pew Pew. Pew Pew. Alright, actually, no, before we do that... So we have to figure this out.
What's in a name safe for its sounds?
Alright, so we have owl, bat, newt, antelope, rabbit, what else was there? Elephant, and I don't remember the last one.
They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Saren's gate.
So I'm assuming they, lying close by, is a reference to the tiles that we looked close around. In creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Saren's gate. I assume this is Saren's gate we're trying to get through, or walk through. Hang on a second, I'm going to shift to sitting down here. Okay, so what's in a name save for its sounds? Look close, they lie close by. So the sounds lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Saren's gate. I don't think we know a Saren. That seems like a net new name.
You feel a tingling sensation as you run your fingers over the plaques. They may be magical.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we can interact with them, really.
Combining these items produces no effect. Combining... You feel a tingling sensation. You can't use that. You can't... You...
Okay, so we can only use it on the gate. And there's no way to examine these slots. Okay, oh, the spider was the one I was missing. Oh, Saren! It's alphabetical. Okay, now that I wrote them all out at once, I can see it's probably... It's just, we have to spell out the name Saren. So spider, elephant, with the first letter of each animal. Rabbit. Antelope. Newt. Aha. See, writing them down just helps. They only let you see one at a time there. I didn't make the connection until I wrote it down in my notepad.
Who are you?
An echo of the first mage and pirate
Jeez.
Captain Saran,
Oh, Saran.
who once derived value from only earthly things. Long ago I concealed them at this place. Riches beyond what wealthy men do dream.
Okay, so this is where you stored all of the loot, one might say. We're at 16. Ba-bum.
Does the thirst for treasure bring you here?
It does.
Or stones and coins your reason for risking precious life?
We were forced.
They are, though I care little for such things. I am seeking to return to a home from which I was unjustly taken, to parents whom I cannot recall.
Okay, but I just want to say, Alexander Gwydion, whatever you want to call him. At first, I thought, all right, he's kind of working for me, but as the game has gone on and the circumstances of his adventure have changed, and he's interacted with different characters and even been in like dire situations, it's the most flat line readings. My God, like, look, it's not atypical for adventure games to feature kind of boring protagonists, right? You don't want to imbue. It's risky to imbue the protagonist, whom the player is playing as, with too much personality, lest you end up in kind of like a Brandon Garandia situation where he's an idiot or something like that, and then you like actively resent the character. But at the same point in time, and look, I don't want to beat up too much because I know like these are not, in most cases, not professional voice actors, but why is everything just the same monotone thing? Like it I don't know, just... All right, don't pay attention to me, but yeah, just something I felt to comment on, because now he's actually like, he's speaking from the heart in a situation about what his objectives are, and still there's just no sort of emotion in his voice whatsoever.
My death occurred here in a time...
It's like he's acting in a completely separate game. Everyone else is, putting some personality into their characters except for him.
Beyond your reckoning. Your life, a mere moment, is of no concern. The treasure, my only care, binds my soul to this place. Do you desire it?
I desire what I need to reach my homeland safely. Without your treasure, I am doomed.
Then a chance you shall have to claim it. You have demonstrated your cunning and skill. Now, a more important trial begins.
Edward Cullen.
This island once belonged to the realm known as Daventria, when land and sea once met as equals upon the earth.
Daventria? Oh, Daventry.
That's the most emotion he's done the entire game. Oh,
Was its ruler, Leginimor. He created the greatest of treasures, orbs of power, to aid the land in crisis. When he fell at the hands of his betrayer, the orbs were lost, scattered about the realm and beyond. One orb contained the power to heal the very earth itself.
How might I do this?
In the order of value lies your salvation. Choose well, and the treasure kept here for these past 1,000 years shall be yours. Choose poorly, and you shall die. Choose first the item of greatest importance.
Oh boy.
Then the second, and so on.
By what measure, pray tell? Oh boy. Okay. Oh good, I got... Yeah, I really got tripped up because based on this, they kept on saying sounds, so I was thinking audio. But really, it wasn't sounds at all. It was spelling out a word. Audio had nothing to do with it. That was quite misleading. Unless I'm missing something, but that's the way it seemed. Alright, who are we calling this? This is the old pirate captain. I am the captain now. I guess we can just call it the treasure's here. Let's just call it treasure. Alright, so first things first, let's just look around.
The archway has brought you here, wherever here is. The ethereal form of Seren wavers
Seren, right.
before you.
Seren.
In your current attire, you'd make a beggar look fashionable.
Oh. Thanks for the thanks, Drew.
The epitome of academic education.
Really? We have education?
The craft of construction.
Construction.
Consume it today, conceive a tomorrow.
Is it just food? Is that a cornucopia of sorts?
It is a magnificent jewel.
Alright, well that's probably going to be the least important, you would guess, but...
The rock might serve as a primitive table. The large tree angles protectively over the rock. The archway has brought you here,
wherever here is. All right, what does the map say about this situation?
The chart maps out Treasure Island.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so is that the tree we think? And that's the rock? I guess we're here, sort of. What if we just
plenty of
wait? What if we just start digging? Here, let's knock out Severin.
Saran no longer has
Saran.
need of earthly possessions. There's no point.
Okay, no point digging here.
You must choose.
I choose death.
You gotta
All right. So we have education, construction, food, and jewel. So in a vacuum, if I were really in this situation without clues, I would go food, then probably construction, because that's like shelter. Food was obviously sustenance. Then maybe education, and probably last the jewel, because that's not practically useful if I were in a survival situation. So anyway, let's just try it. We'll probably be wrong, but let's try it.
Now, choose the second.
My guess is we're not going to know if we're right or wrong until we've chosen all four.
Now, pick the third.
Third. Oh, that was right.
You
Okay.
have chosen well. The treasure shall be yours. Take it, and the worthless trinkets contained within.
You have chosen wisely. Well, we definitely have to reload to see a death, of course.
You wonder what great treasures lie within.
Ooh. First of all, let's give out the points here. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So we have a jewel and some gold coins. I guess the jewel.
Zounds!
Oh, all right. That got us a couple extra points. Why not? Can we take the gold as well?
The pirate captain may not look kindly upon you keeping your share of the gold. Better leave it in the chest.
I prefer not to. Wait, what? What pray tell is this?
What is this?
A trinket I acquired in my early days. 'Twas a highway to begin a low life, robbing the first king's grave. That vessel in the likeness of his hands was in place of his own. Take it.
Well, if you insist. Alright, that seems to be all we can interact with.
You put the gold coins back in the chest.
Farewell.
Bye-bye. Farewell, Siron. Farewell, sir. Nope.
Did you get the treasure?
Here are the gold coins you wanted.
Well, you've proved you're worth something, at least for now. Maybe we won't be killing you just yet.
Good
Into
thinking.
the boat. Move it.
And we didn't get any extra
After your
points.
return from Treasure Island, you spend several more days as a cabin boy.
Okay, so we did go back to the ship.
Get off your bunk, you lazy landlubber. Get to the galley and get the stove running.
Yeah, so I like that they totally changed things here. Are we ever going to get our inventory back? I assume we will, but we haven't yet. Okay, so we're back on the ship. All right, let's see what if we had chosen poorly. Just see what that death would have looked like. We'll go the opposite order.
Now, choose the second.
By the way, does anyone know, is this clued anywhere, or is the way I thought about and solved it really the intended way to think about it by the game designers? I could have just as easily missed something, but...
True value eludes you, young one. Your fate is mine.
Yep.
Your priorities might need some adjustment.
We got vaporized. Nice. Okay. All right, back here.
The captain's first mate eyes you shiftily.
Okay, so the things that exactly the way I thought about it was the way that it was intended to think about it, or to solve it at least.
As long as you make yourselves useful, we might not use you as an anchor just yet.
Well, I did make myself useful, sir.
As long as...
Oh. Okay, so we kept on to these items. By the way, so we never used the shovel. What was the point of the shovel? Uh-oh. Maybe we missed something we could have had.
The orb pulsates with renewing energy.
Ooh, renewing.
The statuette resembles two hands cupped together. What it was doing under Saren's guard, you have no idea.
Let's have a little fun, shall we?
While you're positive the orb contains some sort of power, you can't find a way to activate it. You have no idea how to use the statuette, or even if it has a use.
Here you go.
He doesn't need it.
I just want to see if it had some like dramatic power that would like vaporize him.
He doesn't.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so he wants us to get the stove going in the galley. Alright, so the captain's in here, so we're not going to be able to do anything there. Do you want to get that? Oh, no, I didn't want to go down. I wanted to go up. Silly goose. I guess we have to click high on the ladder, not low on the ladder. Yeah. Dum bum bum bum. Alright, we have to get the stove going. Oh, we have a push broom here?
It's like a little piece of home. It's
Let's get a sweeping. Or not.
The broom reminds you a lot of the kitchen work Mananan made you do.
Broom acquired. Oh, did we light the fire?
You like your fingers.
I guess we did, okay. I mean, I'm hearing stuff.
With all the gunk on it.
I am hearing some fire cracklage. Alright, now we're free to explore the ship a bit. No. Yeah, or we're free to fall there too.
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but the captain was none too pleased about the commotion you caused and had you immediately tossed back into the hold, warning you not to press your luck.
Oh, so that could be a new death, is like fall multiple times and then he loses patience with you and has you walk the plank. Okay, let's see if we can get that, maybe. Or probably we could also get it from just like disturbing him in his cabin, maybe. I'm all for it. Press your luck.
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but the captain was none too pleased about the commotion you caused and ordered his crew to drag you off to the aft end of the ship.
Nice.
As you sink, you hear the crew rooting for the shark. Now you know the penalty for disturbing the peace.
Okay, that was one of the better deaths. I like that one. And I think that's an actual death you get in the original one too, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Does anyone know whether there's a YouTube video with ways to die? I'm really curious how many of them we've got, like what our death percentages, if you will. In other words, how many of the unique deaths have will we have gotten, our death rate, how many of them will we have gotten by the end? I'm thinking we're going to have at least 75%. That's my cautious optimism. Okay, so I guess let's just get a new Galley save in here. Okay. So now I'm curious. If we go back down, is the captain still going to be there? He is. Damn. All right. I don't think we never like looped to the other side. Like, so basically going down that way. Check that out. Oh, we can't? Oh, you can't go that way. Okay. Fair enough. Is there... Oh, we can't go past this area either, huh? Nope. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, why not? Thanks, Karen. Clip show from mine, yeah. Although mine are all narrated and everything, but they're ones that just have like the game audio that, you know. Yeah, let's take a look if there's any. Is that guy still in the crow's nest? The sleeping pirate?
You're no crow.
Who says?
From this vantage point, you cannot see into the crow's
He's
nest.
still there.
You hear loud snoring from within.
Can we poke him with our broom from afar? Probably not while still holding onto the rigging, but...
You can't use...
Yeah.
You can't... Your current method of ascension is safer.
Oh, maybe... Can we go from here to over there? Let's see.
Your current...
Actually, is that another one we can climb? From the opposite side? Hang on, let's try this. I'm not sure if that's accessible or not. That other mast. This one.
Your arms aren't long enough to reach all the way into the next screen.
Next screen.
Your arm...
Okay, I guess not. Too bad. Hey, how's it going, Brock Hub? Alright. I assume there's nothing... Man, this is just a desolate ship, isn't it? So this guy's still here. Does he have any other jobs for us?
The upper deck could do with a good scrubbing. Now get moving.
He does. Well, I guess that's what we have the broom for. Now, it's not a mop, it's a broom. Just to differentiate.
You're not close enough.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Give it a good scrubbing. Give it a good scrubbing. Now, do we have to scrub every deck? Yeah, it's good to see you. How is Cedric, pray tell? Maybe once we do all the chores, the captain will leave his bunk and then we can have free access.
You took your merry time. Go over to the captain's cabin and dust the shelves.
Oh yeah, there is the feather duster there.
You're not close.
Sir, I was ordered to come in here. Ooh. Doesn't seem to object to our presence. I shall be making a save here, just in case we get a wee bit handsy for the captain's liking.
You see no way of getting your items out of the chest without the captain noticing.
Okay, so that's where confirmation. That's where our items are.
It will serve you best if left where it is.
He was yowling for dinner. Yeah, I'll throw a meeting you at. Oh.
You'd never be able to open the drawers without the captain noticing.
Take his pillow.
You're not one to read late. You have better things to do than lie around.
Do I, though?
It's damp.
Really?
It's damp. You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirates' past exploits if you weren't one of them.
Am I, though?
You'd never...
Okay. Just curious. Let's go out to the yes.
From the aft of the ship, deep blue stretches to a landless horizon. The vessel's wake aids your sense of its direction. Its grandiose design suggests the ship might have belonged to an owner of some standing.
Some standing. Not particularly good standing, but some standing.
Its grandiose design... The vessel's wake... From the aft of the ship...
Can we jump?
Thoughts of climbing overboard sync with the realization that you can't swim.
No better time to learn than the present.
Danger aside, it's not a bad way to shower. Danger... Thoughts of...
Game really doesn't, wasn't vibing with us on that one. Dusty. Can we talk to him on our way out?
Don't ruin this writer's work.
Seems like a poor excuse for not having a pleasant conversation. Oh. What's his name's not here anymore? Wait. Oh, we automatically went to sleep?
Meanwhile...
Ooh. Graham! King Graham!
There you are. I have been looking all over the castle.
Where else would I be? Where else could I be?
Josh Mandel.
What are you doing?
Only what I can. Nothing. Save watch my land fall into ruin while that winged abomination continues its reign of terror.
It serves not to dwell on matters beyond your...
My wife, do you not feel my anguish?
Oh, I do.
Our own daughter has been taken. And I allowed it.
For shame,
You
Graham.
had no choice.
For shame.
There is always a choice.
True. You might have chosen Daventry's destruction.
What do you see
Years ago,
before
you
you?
defied the dragon. Even now, the flames still lick at our crops. Imagine the suffering had you resisted further. As for your anguish, every day I weep for Rosella and our son, Alex.
No, I cannot bear to hear his name. Not now.
Not
As you
ever.
wish. But you must not let this destroy you. Daventry cannot afford to be without its king, nor I without the man I wed.
Were it only that he were here, I would do anything to heal my beloved realm, to make everything right.
Orders, Captain?
We're heading for Usperia. Time to put all that booty to good use.
I,
What is it?
that course will take us close to Daventry, won't it?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
I must be confessing something to you, Captain. I be getting a tad nervous sailing this close to Daventry. What with that dragon I hear out telling those parts?
Ah, you lily-livered codfish! That beast sits over yon mountains, never comes near the shore from what I hear.
Hope you're right, Captain.
Of course I'm right, you jelly-legged squid! That reminds me, when we reach Usperia, we'll see if we can't sell our new young'un in the market. Should fetch a pretty price. Oh, and make sure there's someone guarding the hatch. We don't want him trying to make a break for Daventry shore as we sail by.
Aye, Captain.
And which hatch are you referring to,
As the pirates spot land nearby, you are unceremoniously dumped in the cargo hold again to keep you from escaping.
The indignity.
He's been safely locked away in the hold, Captain. Say, have you seen this stuff we took off him? That kid carried some strange things. Where do you think he got them?
How should I know? I've heard tell a wizard lives in Ludor. The kid seemed eager to leave. He probably stole those things.
Probably.
There's something else, too. Seems like a map.
Another treasure map?
Yeah, sure.
Think so. Seems like a map of Ludor to me. Look, this here's the town where we made port. Whoa!
Better get myself a chest with a lock on it when we reach Usperia.
I don't think that guy's coming back. Wait a minute. So now I wonder what would have happened if we didn't pick up that map. Oh man. And yeah, I think you could be ceremoniously dumped somewhere. Think about like Napoleon getting exiled, for example. An official exhalation, etc. All right, so we're back in the hold. Let's just confirm there's nothing over here to the right. Probably won't be, but just be good to confirm. Yep, there's nothing. Okay. So maybe that'll make it easier for us to sneak around without the first mate around. Oh, good, and he's not around either.
You're not one to read late. You're not close enough.
Well, I guess first things first, let's get our stuff back.
You retrieve your stolen items.
Ba-da-dum. I'm sure there must have been a ceremony when he got exiled. Let's see, so that would have been 28, right? Yes. Okay. Open up these drawers as well.
Curiously, you sneak a peek at the drawers. There's nothing of interest amongst the charts and logbooks.
Oh, that's a shame.
Curiously,
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirates. You would.
Alright, so that's literally it? Okay. Alright, well, we got our items back, so that's what counts. Now, we don't have our map, unfortunately, but we do have our spells. Let's refamiliarize ourselves with them.
The jar of invisibility ointment is nearly full of a thick, oily substance. The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured. The amber stone was a beautiful reddish yellow, but it is now encrusted with salt and mistletoe powder.
Oh, that's the random teleportation, right? Yeah, I think so.
The fly wings are remarkably beautiful for having come from such a disagreeable insect.
How did we get... I thought we had used those up already. Huh.
The little vial of magic essence has a delicate, sweet aroma. The dirty brown storm brew sloshes around in the half-filled glass jar.
Alright, so let's definitely get a save. I think... Now, remember, I caused the storm at sea in the first game, so I want to see if that can result in a similar death. Because that'd be not a good death to see. Okay, so... Where's the storm brew?
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
Ooh. Nice. They animated that one pretty well, too.
It seems your storm spell has backfired.
No, that's exactly what I was intending for it to do.
They don't build ships like they used to.
Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so we could try the random teleportation, which I remember had a funny death where we get teleported over water. There's invisible, deep sleep, right? That caused the ship to sort of go adrift, I guess.
You rub the magic stone.
Oh, hi.
It appears the pirates anticipated your attempt at escaping and decided to keep a close eye on you.
Really? And they took everything back. Okay. Not a death, though. So let's try the deep sleep spell. See if everyone falls asleep and the ship runs aground or something.
You take some sleeping powder out of the pouch, let it run between your fingers, and then put it back.
Oh. Is that not the way to cast it?
You take some sleep.
Oh, we actually have to drug somebody with it or something? Okay. Works a little bit differently. All right. So there's the invisibility one, and that's basically it. Okay. So I guess let's try the invisibility one for fun. What's this one?
The dirty brown.
No, that's the storm brew. Oh, that could have us flying around like a... Yeah, that could have us flying around like a fly. That'd be interesting to try as well. But let's try the deep sleep.
You sense that this is...
Wait, not... Oh, this is invisibility, my bad. Okay, they're not going to allow us to use that now? Okay. So let's have fun with the...
While you could escape that way, you feel that subduing the pirates should be your first priority.
Oh. We want to go for a subduing game, eh? Okay. And we can't... Can we turn the ship to go to Daventry?
You could, if you knew where you were.
I thought we could look at the map.
The chart traces the ship's route. You don't recognize the continents, except the one you've just left.
Now we've lost our magic map.
It will serve you best.
So that's where in the original game you could consult the magic map, I think. But here it doesn't look like we can do that. Now, do we immediately get captured if we go venture up here? Oh, yeah.
It appears the pirate...
Okay, so we can't go above deck, it would seem. Alright, so let's try going to the cabin area. Or cabin, or bunks rather, I mean to say. Can you walk? Right, thank you. Can we put the sleep powder there? On their pillows? Well...
You can't...
Yeah, not really.
You can't...
And we can't get the oars.
The oars would be useful.
If I were in a rowboat. Okay. And then is the captain on the balcony out here or not?
It appears the
Yes.
pirates anticipated
He
your
is.
attempt at escaping and decided to keep a close eye on you.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so he's just outside there. Is this a drawer here?
The captain's cabin is... Better wait for that promotion before poking around the captain's quarters.
What promotion? Now I am intrigued.
Curiously, you... Curious.
Can we sit in his chair?
Curiously, you sneak...
Okay, and there's nothing under the bed?
You have better
things are in the line around. Okay. Can we just go out to here?
You should leave it shut.
Oh. So what hatch are they referring to? Right, we could jump off here. I don't think there was a way to do anything down there, was there? Unless it's this. Can we turn into a fly here?
While you could escape that...
Ah, so we want to subdue the pirates. Okay, fine. Give them a rotten fish. Oh, and we still have the eagle feather too, so those can be reused. Interesting. Huh, I don't think it was that way in the regular game, in the original game. I think you used...
This area doesn't have enough room to fly around.
Interesting. I'm guessing this other area doesn't either.
This area...
Yeah. We have to be above deck for that. Can we get lucky with the teleportation, or is it only going to send us?
You rub the...
Okay, so it is randomized.
You rub.
Oh.
It appears the...
I want to see if we can get a crow's nest.
You decide... You rub. You rub.
Yeah.
It appears...
It appears.
You rub. You rub.
All right.
It appears the pirate...
I'm not getting good luck with getting that crow's nest. Not to say we could do anything there, but I was just curious. All right, so it seems like they want us to subdue the pirates before escaping. My guess is the best thing we have is the deep sleep to do that. How might we go about doing that, though? We have the storm brew, flying, and invisibility. This was that book we've got in the library, right? Yeah, that's not going to help us anymore. We have the magic wand. Oh, we do have a knife. And these things, right?
The orb pulsates with renewing energy. The statuette resembles two hands cupped together. What it was doing under Saren's guard, you have no idea. This is just a simple metal cup with a handle.
Yes. Maybe we can make the captain pass up with this.
You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You take some sleeping powder out of the... You take... This area of the ship is dim indeed, but it is still not dark enough to use the sleeping powder.
Oh, that's right. It's got to be done in a dark and moist spot, I think they said.
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured.
Okay, so maybe we should go below deck here.
You're not.
Oh yeah, didn't they say that something was moist? Oh, the rug was moist, they said. We're getting too much light here. Maybe we have to go in the back. Oh, now we got rats here.
Most of these crates are... The mice are aboard for the ride and the food.
Well, do we still have our language of creatures spell?
Remember the emergency plan. In case of fire, storm, or plague, find a money pouch and hide. Those things are always the first to be saved.
Aren't they, though?
Did you hear the pirates talking? They're thinking of bringing a cat on board.
The devils?
No, don't scare me like that.
Ever tried plugging a leak with your tail?
Yes.
It's true. I've heard them complaining about too many mice being on board. I've traveled on one of those royal vessels once. They're like a maze below decks. I've traveled on...
Can we pick one up and place it?
They might object to being pets, and you might get to feel how much.
Ouch. All right.
You can't... You take some sleeping powder.
Guess go over here where it's dark, or...
You take some... Looking warily around the dank cargo hold, you see nothing but wooden crates piled about.
It's dank and dark.
You can't... You can't...
Use it on the rats. Woohoo.
As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence descends over the ship.
Does that mean we pass out too? No.
The mice are aboard. They might have...
But it looks like they're asleep too. So how do we get immunity over that? I wonder what the thinking is there. Oh, yeah. Not only did he pass out, he did so in his own bed.
The captain is snoring peacefully in his bunk.
Let's rob him.
If you wake him, you'll get a demotion. And you're on the lowest rung already.
Oh. This guy just passed out on the deck.
Better rethink that. These men sleep with their swords.
I mean, I guess we could just escape now.
The pirate has found a more comfortable place to sleep than his bunk.
Not saying much, I suppose. So is this guy still snoring, and am I going to die if I... We didn't get any points for this, though.
From this vantage point, you cannot...
Yeah, there is snoring.
You don't... There's no reason for you to climb into the crow's nest. You don't want to risk falling down in an attempt to get in.
Dagnabbit. Walk the plank. We did walk the plank once, and it was pretty glorious, I must say. Oh, now we do have a cook.
The ship's cook is fast asleep in the evening meal. His snores rattle the walls.
Wait a minute. Did we lose our broom? Oh man, we did. Get that broom back. We need it in our inventory. Thank you. Rob him.
Keep your dirty hands to yourself.
Hey now, what are you implying?
You like your finger.
Walk the plank. Alright, let's just check out the other areas, just make sure there's nothing to do here. We can't change the rudder. Okay. Yeah, this is really interesting that we didn't get points for doing this spell. Not sure what to make of that. I'm trying to remember, I think we did do something like this in the first game, but I don't remember what there was... what we were supposed to do or not. I guess we could just fly away like an eagle. Can we just do that? Are we leaving anything here? Didn't seem like as if there was. Yeah. See if we get points for landing on the island. Or Daventry. Yeah.
You've managed to make it to the shore of Daventry, but your magic essence is all gone now.
That is a shame, I must say. So why exactly did we need to... Oh, I guess we couldn't have taken off as an eagle from below deck. That makes sense. Okay, fine. Fine. All right. Let's save. I think we're almost done with the original. Yeah, almost. Okay. Beach 147. Okay, great.
A vast expanse of blue again beckons. You ignore it.
Can we talk to that shark?
A prowling shark lurks offshore. You don't have the jaws for that.
I don't?
You have a limited knowledge of peer pressure.
Whoops, I meant to be looking.
The pier used to harbor vessels sailing into Daventry. To the north, you see a forest. It warms you to see this new world thriving with life. Massive rocks jut from the surface along the northern shore. This is the western shore which fringes Daventry. You can barely believe you've made it this far.
Oh, so we didn't have to change the course of the ship.
The pier...
Alright, well, let's see if we can get a shark death.
The water is getting deeper here. It's best to get back to shore if you don't want to drown.
And what if I do want to drown?
See you around.
Okay, well, that was a drowning death. That wasn't a shark death. We don't have any food of interest for him, do we? We do have fly wings, though. I'm sure he'd want those. I like how this broom is not a magical item we'd get.
The broom reminds you a lot of the kitchen.
That's good. We never used the shovel. Damn. Seems like we might have left some points on the table there. Shall we just throw this orb into the...
Keep it.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's broken, and you're not a ship.
But I'm an aspiring ship. That was a weird skewering transition we haven't seen before.
This is the western shore. Palm trees sprout like whiskers from the earth's sandy skin.
Sandy skin.
To the north, you see a forest. A vast expanse. This is... Nature has provided this rock with some shade. You don't have a spare backbone, so you'll pass.
Pass. Can we take some sand?
It won't come with you.
No. You can't take it with you.
A winding trail gradually ascends these hills to the mountains and beyond. Many trees have sprouted along the natural path, despite the surplus of shade. A hollow trunk is all that remains of this tree, lest you forget. A winding trees thrive alongside this natural barrier. Large, round, and gray, you've seen their type before.
I certainly have.
The huge rock appears scalable. Trees a winding
trail.
Reaching into dark holes proves either rewarding or fatal. Decisions.
Do it.
Feels rocky. They're every bit as heavy as they look. Climbing them will take you higher, but not further.
Sounds like a decent trade-off to me.
Climbing them.
All right. Oh, I like the ambient noise in this screen. So I guess these are what we... It's a different form of scrolling screen where it's just one big area.
A winding
as we go. Can we, I think that might have been a death in the first game, maybe? I don't know. A winding path. Oh, okay. Yep, can't get it up that way. That's true. You never would have. Scalable. Oh, and we scaled it. We scaled it expertly. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that Cedric? Speaking of Cedric, is this he up there?
It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle.
Cedric!
You are at the foot of a high, snowy mountain range. A tricky path winds its way up the steep face of a looming cliff. You look to see a majestic mountain range reaching toward the beautiful blue sky. You are at the... Snow collects upon the branches of the leafless trees.
Are you sure?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course it can't speak.
Every other animal in the game can. Alright. I try to remember whether... Don't we need some way of staying warm? I don't know. Let's save. And also, can we just get a death by walking over the side? Yes.
Gravity 1, Alexander 0.
Boom, bum, bum. Are you sure there's nothing we can give to him? Like this green orb?
You can't use...
Too bad. Can we get some snow?
There's nothing to climb. You'll have to go this stretch on foot.
Can I go this stretch on hand? Perhaps even on wounded knee? Oh.
The mountain goat is its own king. Give him a push and he'll pay you $1. Wow. You must be kidding.
Oh.
You are at the foot of a high, snowy mountain range. A tricky path winds its way up the steep face of a looming cliff.
Oh.
You are at the foot. Snow collect. You are at the foot. You are at the...
What? Oh. Ah. Okay. You have a stream of sorts.
Below you stretches a beautiful valley. The snow-capped mountains advance forever upward. A narrow path skims along the top of a precipitous ridge. As you look down, you see the steep cliff below you. Icy patches cover the ground.
A small mountain stream trickles on its way to destiny.
The snow-capped mountains... You have reached the summit, but still the snowy mountains continue relentlessly forward. A narrow path forges its way through the snowdrifts, and another leads into a large cave. Nervously, you look around.
Look around. Wait, where's the cave? Here?
The snow-capped mountain.
Oh, maybe it's on the other side of this. It's like a wrapping screen. Okay. Okay, good.
D1, Alexander 0.
The perspective on this actually is not great, I will say. Can we fall in? Can we swim down the... Here? Oh no, you can't. You can't walk down there? The waterfall? Yeah, okay, there you go.
Gravity 1, Alexander.
Can we take some water with us?
The cold shoots through your fingers.
Love the cold.
You don't feel...
I don't feel so alone. Oh man, what were you gonna do alone? Okay, yeah, here's the path to the cave.
The snowy cave is large, with thick icicles hanging from its entrance. It's dark inside. A tree grapples with a rock as it attempts to thrive in this frigid environment. The snow.
Alright, let's save here before we go into the cave. Now, I think in the original game there's like a Yeti of some kind, which I don't think we ever figured out how to deal with. But... Ooh.
This cave is disgusting. You quickly dismiss the notion that the occupant might be a vegetarian. Half-chewed bones are scattered everywhere. Your skin crawls as you imagine yours among them.
Yours.
You have all the bones you'll ever need.
You think so? Are there two different ways?
This cave is...
Yeah, alright, I guess go left first. Oh. There's no exit there? Oh, okay. Looks like there's no exit here. Other than the entrance. Okay. Oh man, definitely starting to
As you make your way through the mountains, you suddenly notice something approaching you in the distance. Something that doesn't seem friendly.
It's a Yeti.
I love a warm meal.
You try to fake an impression of chilliness.
Now, don't sell yourself short.
So I'm guessing invisibility spell here would be the thing to do. But let's just take the death for funsies. Does it follow us into its cave yet?
Did you bring me any seasoning? I'm fresh out.
As a matter of fact, I did.
You hastily shake your head.
No matter.
It looks like a fat, freezing Wookiee. It's time to talk later. He might have a slight advantage in a fight. What a cold reception.
Oh. I was hoping for an animated death, but no such luck. Ooh. So, can we just do the... Oops. So there's two ways we could go about this. Either do the invisibility spell first and sneak around him, or wait to be spotted and then use the invisibility spell, but that seems riskier just because he might see us disappear or something.
The jar of...
Yeah, invisibility ointment.
You sense that this is not the
right time. Oh, we still have deep sleep, huh? Okay.
As you make your way, you try to nap.
Can we do it now?
You sense that this is not the right time.
We cannot. So we still have the Storm Brew. Random teleportation is how I got by this before. Sleep powder. Maybe we give him this fish.
Keep it to yourself.
No. Oh, we could try to fly around him, I guess. Maybe. Oh no, the ointment's gone, right? So that's Storm Brew. Teleportation. On key. We still don't know what these things do, really. Attacking with a knife is not going to work.
Your own death would result from that. He's too powerful.
Toodle pip, Echo. Toodle pip. Tickle him with an eagle feather. Or push him off with a broom. Well, too bad we don't have a what I would give for a custard pie right about now. What was this again?
You tore this empty page from the...
All right. Not at all useful. Hang on a second. Can we use the invisibility spell if we retreat to his cave? Let's just
as you make your... You try... No.
Oh, probably not.
You...
It seems like they give you an opportunity to do something here.
You sense that this is not the right...
Okay. Use the...
You take some sleeping powder out.
Have him go to sleep?
You quickly pour the remaining sleeping powder on the floor. You hope there's enough left to affect the Yeti.
Probably won't. There's... Okay, maybe so. Oh! Nice.
The Yeti slumbers peacefully, dreaming of his next feed.
Feed.
Even if you could lift him, you'd get nothing but a hernia.
I'd love a hernia right about now. So do we not get the points until we like go past him? Let's see. Maybe the next screen? No. We didn't get any points for that? Come on. That's disappointing. Alright, well, that might not have been the right solution then, especially because that was the last of the sleeping powder. Okay.
You have reached the summit, but still the snowy mountains continue.
Oh, right.
The snow-capped mountains advance forever upward. A narrow path skims along the top of a precipitous ridge. As you look down, you see the steep cliff below you. Icy patches cover the ground.
You know, so it's interesting they used this same setting, of course, for King's Quest V, like, you know, snowy mountains, the Yeti. But in King's Quest V, you would freeze to death if you didn't have warm enough clothes. But here, it doesn't seem to matter. Oh, okay, now we got the points. Yeah, so it's just evading the Yeti. Got it. Okay, cool. I'll replace that one. Okay, great. Oh, let's give out center for that.
This is a very steep and dangerous cliff. Numerous caves honeycomb its face. You could easily get lost if you survive the descent.
Big if.
The caverns in this mountain form a labyrinth of amazing complexity.
Do we know that yet, though?
These caves are really dark, but you feel a draft coming from two separate ways ahead of you.
Which passage? Oh, God. Oh, God. This does not look great. Not a great maze. Hey, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the Adventure Quest. First passage. So we could probably map these out, actually. So if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, actually, this won't be hard to map out, assuming the logic works. So if we do 1 first goes to, I will say 4. By the way, can you climb this stuff?
The snow here has formed an ice pack so hard that it's impossible to gain a handhold.
Impossible. So 4, 1 goes to 5. By the way, is this connected to... No, it's not. Okay. 5 first goes to 3. Okay. 3 first goes to 1. Okay, so let's do... And this doesn't go to 2. Oh, well, I guess. Alright, so 1 second goes to 2. 2 first goes to 5. We need to do 5 second goes to 1. So we've yet to see 2 second, 3 second, and 4 second. But we've seen both first and second of 1 and 5. Okay. So let's do, if we want 2 second, let's take the second one here. And then go second here. Okay, that goes to 4. So we need to do 4 second now. That goes to 3. Which means we now need 3 second. Hopefully this is now the way out. No, shit. That goes to 2. Are we able to just go from 5 to the exit? Am I overcomplicating this? Oh my god.
Lost, aren't we? Let me show you around a little bit.
I'm actually not lost, but... This doesn't seem... Well, this doesn't seem good. But I guess we have to evade him, right? That's probably the idea. So this is 5. And if I take the second path, I'm going to end up in the Yeti. So do we want to do that just for the death? I guess so. Yeti chase? I don't know what to call this. So let's see if we can get a death by going and ending up by him. Nice.
Whatever happened to wrong way, turn back?
Nothing happened to it, you just opted not to do it. Okay. So I guess we just have to evade him for a while? Is that the idea? Yeah. Seems like we had to learn how to go around, and now we just have to avoid him. So we have to go to the first to go here. And then... Yeah, I'm glad I mapped this out. This should be now easy. End up at 2. Oh. Oh. Okay, so he... Oh. He cleared the way, so now we just have to get to 5 somehow. But we don't want to... Not while he's there, of course. So we'll go the second path to 4. It's kind of a neat puzzle, isn't it? Alright, so now... I think we want the first, and then we should be able to get out here. That's fun music, too.
Thanks to your navigational skills, you've managed to outwit the abominable snowman, and the way to Daventry is clear.
Thanks for the fun and games there, Yeti. right. Okay. I was like, is that the way out?
You are making your way down the eastern side of these mountains,
Down.
along a path which
Looks
rims
up.
a narrow ridge. Looking back, you can see the snowy peaks you've risked your life traversing. Perhaps the worst is now behind you.
Perhaps.
A tree perches on the precipice of this precarious path. You are making... The snow-capped peaks thrust their way upward towards a reddening sky.
Reddening.
You see numerous evergreen trees and bushes. The edge of the forest is tranquil. You see You are making your way...
Okay.
Better not. It's a much longer drop if you fall from the wrong side. Better... They're not climbable. This rock won't move for you.
You never know. Maybe if we ask nicely. Ooh, there's the reddening sky.
The snow-capped peaks thrust their way upward towards a reddening sky. You are making...
Now we can also see it going down.
The rock sits among a crunchy carpet of pine needles.
Ooh, crunchy carpet.
This rock... The air feels warmer here. Too much so.
Too much so warm? What? I hear what sounds like a fire. Okay, I kind of want to fall through there. It just seems so inviting. Whoa! We fell. We have made it to Daventry. A Daventry fire, no less.
Cracked, burnt, and lifeless, this is all that remains of the great realm of Daventry. Cracked, the end of your arduous journey rises high above you. A cave leads deep into the mountain. You gaze into the cave-like entrance, past the shattered remains of a door, but see nothing but crumbly stone steps leading upward.
So I think that would be the way to go to see Rosella and the dragon, or at least it was in the original game.
Huge boulders lie scattered about, at rest from their tumble down the mountain. A once green woodland, now cruelly charred, spreads out before you.
Well, let's see if we can get any intel first. Can we get a fire death? Can we burn to death? No.
There is nothing you can do for the land. The damage has been done.
Oh. Sounds rather bleak. Can't we magically restore it? If we believe in ourselves? Oh. So, unlike... Looks like they blocked off... So I wonder if that's a quality of life feature. I do remember getting stuck a little while, like not knowing where to go. Because we couldn't do anything when we were exploring Daventry in the original game. So maybe they prevent you from being able to go anywhere. Because it's like useless and they just want us to... Oh, there's a death.
Rushing to get to the bottom of this?
Absolutely. By the way, what do you think this cursor is? Is that like supposed to be an arrowhead? Like, why is it such a weird shape? A long tail, as it were.
A winding, rickety ramp runs along the walls of the cavern. A tunnel leads off to one side. Outside, the desiccated world awaits.
A quill feather pen, really?
A tunnel leads off from the cavern entrance. A winding...
Ooh.
A new construction of steps ascends the cavern. You can barely see the ceiling.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to fall off the stairs.
A stone staircase leads toward the high cavern ceiling. Some planks lie around the base of the stairs.
Can we move those planks?
You don't need them. You don't need them.
But what if we do? Alright, let's get a stair save. No, I wanted you to fall off the stairs, damn it. Oh wow, you cannot fall off the stairs, it would appear. Despite our best efforts.
Charred trees and stumps jut from the scorched ground beneath a cloudy sea. The mountain rises steeply from this plateau. A cave leads into its depths. Every living thing has been burnt to a crisp. The mountain charred
trees.
Charred tree. The dragon is every bit as fearsome as you imagine.
Here we go.
Its green scales look hard and impregnable. 3 massive heads blow flame and smoke atop its writhing necks. The sight of it makes you shiver. It's your sister, Rosella.
Alright, I guess we can just replace the stairs. Shall we talk to the dragon?
That was a mistake. Now he knows you're here.
That's fine. We just wanted death. Nice. And we got it.
You strolled, quite seen, up to your host. It saw you plainly. Now you're toast.
I like how they do give some rhymes. It's not for every death message, but at least some. Okay, that's another. They're gonna be the same. Strolling. Is it also gonna say that was a mistake?
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Now he knows you're here.
Okay, so same death. Alright, so if we can't talk to anybody.
You strolled, quite seen, up to your host.
Alright, so I think this is where in the original game we did the Storm Brew spell, I believe. And we also have invisibility, so maybe it's invisibility followed by Storm Brew. Yeah.
You wouldn't touch it with a 20-foot lance.
What if we untied Rosella first for funsies?
The dragon notices Princess Rosella being untied and blasts you both with a long licking tongue of flame.
See, that's unique death because Rosella dies too. Or at least she should die. Yes, she did. 2 birds with 1 fireball.
3 heads and 6 eyes. Can't be wrong.
Do-do-do-do. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's try this. Should we just try the Storm Brew?
That's a good idea. Although casting the spell would be too dangerous while you're so close to the dragon yourself.
Fair enough. Can you not... Are there not differences between the 3 heads?
The dragon is every bit...
Yeah, no. No different descriptions, at least. Alright, Storm Brew.
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
Didn't he... Wasn't that a mistake because he heard us speaking? Or they heard us speaking? Do we think it's 1 dragon or 3 dragons, like a... Not a Siamese, but a... I don't know, Triamese dragon? Strike lightning! Nice. Ah, the classic tongue hanging out. Okay. Oh, wow. So that gave us 12 points. Nice. Oh, wait. I think we had been getting... Weren't we at 187? I think that was only 4 points. I just forgot to update the score counter earlier. Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. Okay, so that's like so 12, yeah, so 4 Cedrics. R.I.P. Dragon.
The dragon's corpse lies upon the ground, no match for the fury of your magical storm.
What about it? What about his tongue?
The dragon charred. You don't want to eat any part of the dragon.
Oh, what a great idea. Let's eat the dragon.
You still wouldn't touch it with a 20-foot lance.
Talk to her before we free her.
Shouldn't you free her first?
Yeah.
You untie your sister.
Ooh, 3 points. I know, isn't that damned unfortunate? I was hoping to get some intimate time.
Thank you, my brave sir. Come, we must journey to my father's castle. My parents will be anxious to meet their daughter's rescuer.
Aren't you?
Do I know you?
So, getting back to the voice acting, I think they should have I think the roles for Valenice and Rosella were miscast. I think they would have been better off swapping them. Rosella sounds like a far more mature or older voice than the Valenice actress did. And in fact, I was meaning to say it at the time, but I think because it was the cutscene, I didn't mention it. But when you have Josh Mandel voicing Graham, it definitely sounds like Valenice was voiced by someone in their 20s. And so there's like at least 30 or 40 years of like age differential there. It just sounded weird. This woman sounds like much more, not that she's like 50s or 60s, but it sounds more feasible. I don't know. I would never buy that this woman's voice is the daughter of the voice that we heard voicing Valenice.
Perhaps. We may have shared a cradle once.
I beg your pardon?
My name is Alexander, of Daventry.
Rosella regards you with a look of bewilderment, then a hint of suspicion.
Prove it.
I don't know how I could.
My mother told me once that my brother had a peculiar birthmark.
I don't know how I could. He still does not it's just such flat readings.
Well, in that case.
On his right buttock.
I see. Well, if that is what it will take to prove it to you.
Pants her. Okay. Or pants ourselves, right?
Thank you.
We mooned her.
I am sorry I did not believe you, brother.
After all you've been through, I understand completely. I just hope I don't have to prove my identity to the entire kingdom this way.
Oh, you do.
The dragon has already laid waste to all life here. There's nothing left to consume.
But Rosella.
Tell me about our parents.
Our mother, Queen Valenice, is as kind as she is beautiful. She is also wise and counsels father when he is in need of advice.
And our father?
King Graham has been the bravest and most honorable man this kingdom has ever known. It is only in recent years that our country's misfortunes have taken their toll on him.
I wish I could have been there for him.
You are here now. I think that seeing you will do a great deal to mend his ailing heart.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right, Wasabi? Am I right?
Why did the dragon come to Daventry?
I do not know. On occasion, I have heard Father mumble something about a curse. He would not speak to me of it, though. Nor would Mother.
Most curious.
Curious and curious, sir.
I am glad to finally be home.
As am I. It was difficult growing up knowing that I had a brother, yet fathoming neither your whereabouts nor whether you were safe. Though I cannot explain it, somehow I knew you were still alive. I hope your life thus far has not been too unpleasant.
Oh, it's been unpleasant.
Let's just say that I'm not overly fond of evil wizards.
Then you have something in common with Father.
Oh, joy.
Though he did not know it at the time, one used to serve under him many years ago.
Wait, what is that a reference to? Definitely not King Swiss 1.
I have had quite an adventure while journeying here.
I can imagine. Perhaps I too will have an adventure someday. Well, preferably one without a three-headed dragon.
Agreed. I am looking forward to meeting my parents.
We'll surprise them. Are you nervous?
Yeah, she sounds like 30 years older than he does.
Maybe a little.
It will be fine. You'll see.
You have nothing more to say to Rosella.
Okay. We just met our long-lost sister that we discovered we had, and yeah, there's nothing to talk about here. Just out of curiosity, can we head over... Actually, can we cut ourselves off a piece of scale?
Your little knife would barely nick that dragon.
Cut off its tongue.
Your little...
Too bad. Oh, tremendous.
Even the sky appears tainted with flame. Charred trees and... Your sister, Rosella, is looking a little worse for wear. She keeps a brave face as she gazes at you gratefully. You have nothing...
Well, Rosella, it was nice getting to meet you. Excuse me while I take a header.
This mystical cloud land may never cease to amaze you, but it has ceased to support you. Enjoy the trip.
Oh, I very much did enjoy the trip, thank you. Oh, so it is a quill pen, huh? Okay, I can kind of see the feather, but why is it dark? And the tip seems too much like a traditional cursor arrow for my liking. Can we go actually north of here? No.
This mystical cloud land may never cease to
I'm
amaze
surprised she
you.
didn't say anything. Like, watch out! Or something like that.
They crumble at your slightest touch.
Come, let us go down the stairs. I can't believe the one proper staircase in the game, or at least an exterior staircase, and you can't die on it. Rosella, you clearly do not have experience navigating staircases with the proficiency that I do. Oh,
hello, milady.
Who the?
Milady, you are free. Could it be to do with the sudden storm I beheld atop Cloud Mountain?
It could.
Oh, indeed it was. And I have this noble man to thank for rescuing me.
Incredible!
Your brother,
and you
man.
think that the dragon is dead and gone after all this time. He is dead and gone, right?
Right.
Completely.
Oh, amazing! Noble sir, whom do I and all of Daventry thank for this miracle?
Go ahead.
Good sir, I am Prince Alexander of Daventry.
The gnome gives you a thoroughly mystified look. Then gradually a grin begins to spread over his old wrinkled face. The grin becomes a great smile, and soon the gnome is overcome with joy.
Oh, the timer.
Wonderful!
The timer stopped at some point. Shoot.
Sensational, marvelous news!
I'll have to go back and figure out the official time after the stream.
Yes, it is you, isn't it? I knew it. From the moment I saw you, I just knew it.
Then what did you just ask?
Shh! I must run to the castle and let everybody know. The dragon is dead and Prince Alexander has returned.
Why is his face all red? That's strange. A rainbow bridge, huh? Why not?
You are becoming too accustomed to this view.
You think so?
It's a bit on the warm side. It's a bit... Their limbs are lifeless. The rocks are among the few things undamaged by flame. You are becoming too...
I still want to get like a burning death. Let's all dance around the fire, Rosella. Oh. I do like that she's following us, though.
You can only imagine the lost beauty of the area. Few trees have survived the fuelless flames. It's a bit on the...
Just a bit on the warm side. Engulf me in flames, self-immolate, I say.
Not so flash when you're flammable. Without counter magic, you can't change a thing.
Counter magic? What is counter magic? Are we countering other magic? Whoa! Ooh, we might get the burning death we want. Nice. Nice. Boom. Okay.
A wall of angry flame bars your passage north. The river's taken leave of the land. It's a bit... Once tranquil, this part of Daventry has fared little better than the rest. Once tranquil, rocks are the only things unaffected by the heat.
Alright, let's see if we can't get a death here.
Hey, fire really does burn.
Yay!
Today's special, Prince a la carte.
You know what would be great? Is there a way we can get Rosella to die, but not us? Probably not, but maybe. Like, what if we timed it and then went back and then she's on a delayed timer to follow us? No. It actually pauses to allow her to pass. So is this actually, like, technically an action segment because there is timing involved? I guess so. Yeah. Ooh, we got 2 points. 2 points. Yes, I think that gets us another Cedric.
Mind your footing, Alexander. The ground up ahead doesn't look stable.
Oh, Poppycock Rosella. You worry too much.
The riverbed is dry and lifeless. The ground feels uneven beneath your feet. Despite the ever-present evidence of a recent scourge, you're heartened momentarily by the sight of your distant home. Your smile fades as you realize that not even the once great Castle Daventry has been spared.
Well, how would we even know that, though, really? We've never been here before.
In the distance, Castle Daventry stands embattled and alone.
They are well-written descriptions, I must say. Nice. I was trying to time that just so I could get there when it bubbles.
Go there again.
So it started vibrating, and then did you have to wait for it not to vibrate? Is that as simple as that? Just wait for it to stabilize somehow. It's not stopping. I will say, can we go into the riverbed?
Long drop.
What?
Short stop.
That was a shorter drop than the one in Manannan's lab, which we did like intentionally about 10 times, and we're no worse for wear. Oh, is that literally the same character, or no? It's just close. Kind of looks like it. All right.
The ground feels uneven.
Feel it.
Crawling on all fours won't help.
So hang on. When we saved this, was it also? Okay. So it visually does not matter. It's just bad ground. Got it.
You won't go there again.
All right, Rosella, would you be willing to serve as a human bridge for me to walk up on? Could we use the broom? As sort of a sticking.
You can't use.
No. So we still don't know what these magic items are, huh?
The orb.
Your energy orb, do something magical and useful.
You can't use.
Oh, damn. And that statue we don't know either. What are the? Oh, we can do random teleportation maybe.
You don't want to leave your sister behind.
Yes, I do. Don't speak for me, narrator. I absolutely want to leave her behind. Then I will throw her the rock. Stone. For her to follow me. Alright, we have the fish. Wings we can't use. Wand, key, book, bowl, fork, no, cup. Yeah, most of these things are useless. Can we walk over? Is this just a thing about like avoiding that spot? Yeah, okay. It's a little silly, but alright, fine. Now where? This way? Left? Yes. Oh, 200! Ooh, we have an ominous looking figure up ahead. Actually, no, this is not a... Can't give out a Cedric kit. Actually, what do they describe this guy as? A druid? A monk?
The man stands alone in the gloomy clearing. He wears a simple hooded garment and pays you little attention.
I'm gonna call him a druid.
Stones of various sizes and shapes rest among the trees. By far, this clearing makes you feel the most unsettled.
Another clearing.
Whether it's the twisted trees snatching at the light, or a memory of a past evil, you cannot be certain.
But one thing's for sure. We have met a druid, or at least someone of a druidic presentation, shall we say. Alright. Now look at that, 200 points right at the 2-hour in-game timer mark.
Hello? You alright?
I am as I am.
I am what I am.
One who remembers many things. My wisdom once served the king.
This is your home then?
I called it that once, before yours had meaning. It has hidden something from me.
Can I help you find it?
Not as you are, my would-be sire.
You know me.
I know many things. The now, then, and every age in between. The reason for days, and why the stars are restless. The forces that work their will in this world. The trivial manner of your arrival.
But how could you?
Leave me. My time wanes with your wasteful banter.
Look who's talking. Sir.
He doesn't appear interested in conversing further.
Push him around a bit.
The darkly robed man remains transfixed, as if in deep thought.
Climb this tree.
No view would improve from the top of any tree here.
Is there anything in here?
You haven't come all this way to uproot the shrubbery.
Ooh, imagine if we had come all this way just to uproot shrubbery. That would be tremendous. This guy seems like he could use some vaguely sinister-looking magical item. What do you say, sir?
What would this stranger want with a worthless relic?
Hey, who says it's worthless? You're just a silly narrator. You don't understand the importance of such things.
You have pursued your path to the final clearing. That the damage so closely surrounds the castle does nothing to alleviate your concerns. It's a bit on the warm side. It's a bit on...
You're a bit on the warm side.
The mighty has fallen.
What is that? A pillar?
A rock sits prominently in this clearing.
Feel it.
Who'd want to move that big thing?
I would want to move that big thing.
'Twill take one mightier to lift it.
Twill? Is that blocking our progress? It would seem so. Do we go back and ask the other guy for help? Whoops.
Alexander, where are you going? Father's castle lies to the east.
Ah, is that where it lies? I couldn't tell. I can't see in that direction there, Rosella. Thank you for the tip, though. We've made it to the castle.
The walls have stood the test of time, but have recently struggled to hold together. The moat might have once been home to many animals, but you cannot see them now.
Yeah, what do you think happened to those alligators?
This bridge is faring better than its counterpart.
On the other side?
You gaze sadly at the deteriorated castle. Once proud and beautiful, torn banners and crumbling stones now mar the workmanship. Even the moat has been drained.
Drained of all life. Can we fall into the moat? No. How sad.
The walls, the massive gate of the castle is opened to welcome you home.
Home again. Well, I guess technically we have seen this. We were just like an infant. I just want to check out the other side just to confirm. Yeah, what they said, we can't pass that.
The bridge has developed some serious defects, such as the gaping hole in its middle.
Can you name 3 other defects? If you can't, it's a perfectly solid bridge. Oh. Just making it to the castle gives us 3 points. Nice. You love the Druid Bass Hall. Don't lie. Don't lie. Sounds like triumphant music to me.
Rosella!
So how do
The
we...
Royal Weaver told us of your rescue. I could scarcely believe it. And this?
See, again, doesn't her voice sound a lot younger than Rosella's voice?
Is Prince Alexander of Daventry.
Son?
Yes, Mother.
Switch the voices.
My heart has ached with longing for this day. Your absence has been a terrible burden for us all. Come, your father awaits us.
I want that adventurer's cap. The magic mirror brims with life. The music's just stopped. Okay, here we go. Did I take a photo? It just randomly decide? Is that going to restore the countryside? Did that just randomly decide to go on its own? It would seem so. It seems like the opening to like a 1982 sci-fi movie, especially with that music. A sci-fi fantasy movie, perhaps. Wasn't Total Recall 1990? Ooh. Yeah, some of the King's Quest theme music. Nice. I do like the scrolling view here. Oh, really? How what years was it shot? Just had release delays? Yes, the land of Daventry has been restored. Seemingly. The green orb. Oh, yeah. Neat. Apparently I did. You could feel free to fact check me on it. It's possible I'm wrong. Ah, okay, it was 90. Nice. That's kind of a neat visual effect. I sort of liked that. In fact, I did like that. Give me the crocodiles. Get the crocodiles back
So ends the first. At last.
Father!
The first what? Oh, we're limping?
Rosella, are you all right?
As good as can be. Father, you look...
As one who has worried more than any thought possible, for longer than most thought him capable. Do not concern yourself. Is this?
Yes, Father.
You didn't know what he was going to say?
I hadn't dared hope for this moment.
Don't you have so many questions, Graham?
Why does your crown glow?
I don't... Wait. The father wanted the crown to find the item. This must be it.
That old thing.
Look at these disembodied hands.
It doesn't matter. Today, his search ends.
Perhaps that will end his curse. Perhaps its second will not come to pass.
Yes, perhaps. Let us
Perhaps,
adjourn to the throne room.
Perhaps. Someone's got to put on the adventurer's cap. Who's it going to be? Rosella, right? Because that leads into KQ4.
I have traveled many roads, some joyful, others dark. They have led me far and wide through all manner of danger. Yet they always brought me home, to Daventry. Your road, Alexander, has led you from us. For the longest time, we lost all hope of seeing you again.
For good reason.
But the road, it seems, saw fit to return you as well.
What was that? Did you point at it?
Along every step of my journeys, I have worn this, my adventurer's hat, a symbol of my zeal and youth.
Ah, yes, zeal.
It is right that it should now pass to younger blood. Receive it, and know the man who was your father.
Was?
May it lead you to fortune and great adventure as much as this world will share. To your futures.
They're both reaching for it. I think it's kind of like at a wedding trying to catch the bouquet or whatever. The end. Isn't it amazing? Based upon an original story by Roberta Williams. I have to say, yeah, it was very, very well done. Oh, Laurie Cole did Laurie Cole voice Rosella? Wow, so they actually got a few Sierra veterans as part of this production. Interesting. Oh, is that so? That's the grave of Saron. Yeah, I mean, I like how they both obviously, modernized well, at least somewhat. SVGA, right? They did a lot of quality of life enhancements to the original game from '86, but then I like how they added their own spin on things. Fleshing out the lore, obviously adding in things like voice acting, converting it to point-and-click interface, but then they also added, new content and puzzles and so forth. I mean, not all of it was like, some of it felt a little out of place, but for the most part, I thought it felt generally pretty true to the, I don't know, you know, the King's Quest vibes, shall we say. So the big new sections were like certainly the Treasure Island piece, the Bard. They definitely threw me that red herring. I thought we were gonna go across the desert, but that never happened. Nice, the Yeti. Try to find. I guess that druid character was new too. And the whole, yeah, that whole backstory, I guess, with the pirate captain and Saren who he killed and everything. Yeah, there were some fun, I don't know, Easter eggs, yeah. That was among them. I mean, the game was really well written too. I'm actually curious, do they lift the descriptions and then just add new ones, or... Because some of it felt, I don't know, vaguely... Oh, this time they're gonna lock the door, that's fun. So we can't go into their house. Is she gonna unfreeze from stone? No. She remains. Is that Mananan? I'm guessing it's not the OG cat. Locals by Lonely Childress. Fun ending too, or ending credits here, sequences. Laurie Cole was Smod. He was like, why did they rename Medusa to Smod? That seemed unnecessary. It's not like a copyrighted character. So we left, it looks like we left 7 points on the table. Unless we got points at the end I'm not aware of. But it seems like we did leave a few points on the table. Now it definitely seems like the map is not a required item. Because I don't think we actually used that to make progress on anything. So that was 3 points there, but there's obviously 7 points that we didn't get. Huh. Curious to know what those were. Thanks for playing. So I'm curious, for those who are familiar with it, did you find their first two remakes as I guess well done on a technical side, but then also I guess technically and production? Oh, do we have a post credits? We do. Is that Mordak? Oh, he's reconstructing that thing. Interesting. Look at those nails, my god. Especially the thumbnail. White eyes. Sinister.
Congratulations. You finished the game.
I did. With 2 hours, 1 minute, and 49 seconds on the game clock, I also accumulated 203 points.
Based on your playing style, you've earned the following secret awards.
Ooh, secret award? Wait, what? Molasses Award and Roger Wilco Award? Does that mean I was slow? Consolation Award, Perfectionist, Dag Nabbit, Blue Hedgehog. That's a Sonic. Henry the Hermit, Underachiever, Sloth, Lightweight, Problem Child, Rise and Shine, Scatterbrain, Grudge, and Gluttony. Insomnia. So is this based purely on your score and the time? Insomniac, Wallflower, Pacifist, Neat Freak. So they think I was really slow. Maybe because I didn't have the map, which took extra time. I'm guessing Molasses Award is in reference to the time. Like that, it was really slow. Shortcut Marathon, Stockholm Klutz, Roger Wilco. So that's a Space Quest reference? Oh, is that because I had a ton of deaths? I mean, a lot of those were intentional, but yeah. I don't know. Actually, they weren't tracking deaths, were they? So that has to be based on the score, I guess. Infamous Award, Mr. Bigglesworth. Legend of More, that was like the first king, right? Doolittle and Goldilocks. By the way, Doolittle, we didn't, I mean, even though we had the spell to hear animals talk, I don't think that was ever really helpful beyond slightly amusing to hear some of the animals converse. Or maybe that was one of the missing puzzles. I'm assuming the asterisks mean we didn't get them. Or I'm sorry, the asterisk means those are the awards we got in each of those two categories. That's what I'm assuming is the case. Now, obviously, they don't seem to have... there are no descriptions there, but that's my guess. I'm sure it's documented somewhere. Or maybe it's completely random. It could have been completely random, but... My guess is the one on the left was based on our time, and the one on the right was based on our score. Is my guess. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, on the whole, from a game that was free, it was freeware, and done out of love for the game, I mean, I think it was really well done. Obviously, I had quibbles here and there with voice acting and things, but it's hard to be too tough on something where, now some of the people that made the game were professional like game developers, but certainly not everyone, and they may not have been at the time this was made either, so I think it still is pretty impressive, and these are only but minor quibbles, I will put it that way. So thank you, Mike, for the pick.